Hello, students. Welcome to Reader's Workshop. I'm so excited because I found another folk tale by Tomie dePaola, but today we're going to do it a little bit like a mystery. Remember yesterday we started talking about how when you switch to a new book, you want to always be thinking about how is this different? It may be the same author. Is there a different main character? Has the setting changed? The location, the place, right? So today we're going to be reading a new folktale, and I'm going to leave it up to you to pay attention to those things. So today, as we begin the book, you can see on the cover, I've covered up a little bit of something because I want to see if you figure out the new setting and main character. Here we go. It's called Adelita, and I see a girl or a woman on the front with dark hair. I see some cooking utensils and a big pot. Ooh, and look, there's a pumpkin and some green vegetable maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's in a kitchen because she's stirring something. Adelita. And we're not going to read the blurb on the back because that would give away too much. And look at these beautiful end papers. Beautiful, colorful flowers and birds. Here we are at the title page. So, wow, lots of details here. Oh, it looks like we're in a kitchen, and I see some wood stoves to cook some big pots of stuff. And oh, that's a grinding thing called a molino for grinding spices. And look, there's a family portrait, a big family portrait with a whole family in it. And there's some, I don't know if those are plants or bowls of food. Again, Adelita, written and illustrated by Tomie dePaola. Okay, there I see a man and a woman. Oh, with a rose. I wonder if it has to do with some love. And there's a village with beautifully colored buildings. You know, I'm kind of making a connection to the winter festival of like Las Posadas that we studied around Christmas time, right? About the story of Mary and Joseph wandering through a town. Okay, let's get reading. Hace mucho tiempo, a long time ago. Wait a minute. In a village in Mexico. I think we know something about the setting right now. Let's get going. Hace mucho tiempo, a long time ago, in a village in Mexico, there lived a merchant. A merchant is someone who trades and sells things. A merchant named Francisco and his beautiful young wife, Adela. One day, Adela said, Francisco, estamos esperando un bebé. We are going to have a baby. Adela, Francisco said, me hace muy feliz saberlo. I'm so happy. Then he said, we must send for Esperanza. She will come and take care of you until the baby is born, and then she will help us with the baby. Esperanza had been with the Mercado family since she was a young girl, and she had looked after Francisco when he was a baby. Oh, I wonder if that's Esperanza who will be coming to help. Esperanza came right away. She took good care of Adela, but after the birth of the baby, Adela was ill. She grew weaker, and shortly after, she held her little girl for the first and last time. Quietly, she died. Francisco was heartbroken. He named his baby daughter Adelita, little Adela, after her mother. Francisco was sad for his Adela, and he missed her greatly. But gradually, Adelita filled his heart with love. Time passed and Adelita grew into a beautiful young woman. La casa mercado se llenó de alegría. The mercado house was full of happiness. One evening, Francisco called Adelita and Esperanza to his study. My dear Adelita, my good Esperanza, les tengo noticias. I have some news for you. I have met a charming woman, and I've decided to marry again. Her name is Señora Micaela de la Fortuna. She is a widow and has 2 daughters close to your age, Adelita. I know you will like Doña Micaela and her daughters, Valentina and Dulce. Adelita was happy for her father. Esperanza wasn't so sure. especially after she met Doña Micaela and her daughters. Que frías son. They're cold ones, Esperanza said. And there's the new mom and the two sisters. Life was happy but different. Adelita had to share her father's attention, but they still managed to have importantes momentos juntos, special moments together. Adelita didn't mind that Doña Micaela favored her daughters, even though Esperanza complained. Es natural. It's natural, Adelita told her. Then suddenly, her father died from an illness, and everything changed. Poor Adelita was an orphan. Doña Micaela had always been jealous of Adelita. Now she no longer had to hide it. She moved Adelita from her beautiful bedroom to a small room in the attic. No longer did Adelita have new dresses. She had to wear hand-me-downs. Worst of all, Valentina and Dulce were mean and hateful to her. Adelita began spending all her time in the kitchen with Esperanza. She helped her with the meals. She listened to stories about her father as a boy and her mother as a young bride. Because she knew that Esperanza loved her, Adelita's heart stayed as warm as the fire in the hearth. The hearth is like the center of the home where the fireplace is. One day, Doña Micaela came to the kitchen and spoke to them. I am spending too much money in this household. From now on, you, Adelita, will work in the kitchen. You are here all the time anyway, and you, Esperanza, out. I want you to leave immediately. Oh, Señora de la Fortuna, please don't send me away, Esperanza pleaded. I have been with this family since I was a girl. I will work for no money, just for a place to lay my head and a bowl of beans and a tortilla. Oh, please, Mama, Adelita begged. Esperanza can share my room and my food. Out! Shouted Señora Micaela de la Fortuna to Esperanza. Oh my goodness gracious. Then, in an icy voice, she spoke to Adelita. And don't you dare call me Mama again. I am Doña Micaela to you. She turned and left, nose in the air. Entre lágrimas y abrazos, amid tears and hugs, poor Esperanza said goodbye to Adelita and left with her meager belongings. Adelita was in despair. That means super sad. The days ahead held nothing but loneliness and hard work. Adelita had to prepare all the meals, clean the rooms, and fetch and carry for Valentina and Dulce, who became more like maldad a vinagre, meanness and vinegar. Mis hijas, my daughters, Doña Micaela said one morning as Adelita was serving breakfast, El Señor and la Señora Gordillo have sent us an invitation to una fiesta en su hacienda, a party at their ranch, to celebrate the homecoming of their son Javier. Ooh, Mama, Valentina and Dulce twittered. And, Doña Micaela said with a smile, Se rumora, rumor has it that he will be looking for a wife. The daughters nearly fainted. Secretly, each wanted to be the wife of Javier, and each would do anything to get him. Doña Micaela, Adelita asked as she poured the hot chocolate, may I go too? I knew Señor Javier when we were young. I would love to see him again. Are you serious? Doña Micaela asked. Look at you, so poorly dressed, such a dirty face. I would be too embarrassed to have you in our company. You will stay here. Y punto. That is final. Adelita went back to the kitchen. The next days were busy. Adelita did not have a minute to herself, washing, pressing, sewing ribbons on, taking lace off, at the mercy of every little capricho, whim, of the sisters as each tried to outdo the other. So when Doña Micaela, Valentina, and Dulce left for the fiesta, Adelita went to the kitchen and sat by the fire. Suddenly, disappointment swept over her, and she began to weep. That means cry. She missed her father, she missed Esperanza, she missed being at the fiesta. Tap, tap, tap. She heard a soft knock at the door. Who is it? Adelita asked.